Hello everybody, my name is Riddhi Nehe. So today we are here to get some information about British biological chemist Dorothy Hodgkin. She was a great scientist. So today me and my team members are going to tell you some information about Dorothy Hodgkin and their experiment. And my team members are Sunaina Yadav, Zainab Sheikh and Ayushi Dubey.
Earlier life. Dorothy Mary Cromfoot was born in Cairo, Egypt, the eldest of the four daughters of John Winter Cromfoot, 1873 to 1959, then working for the country's Ministry of Education, and his wife Gracie Mary Neihood, 1877 to 1957, known to friends and family as Molly. The family lived in Cairo during the winter months, returning to England each year to avoid the hotter part of the session in Egypt. In 1914, Hodgkin's mother left Hodgkin age 4 and her two younger sisters, John age 2 and Elizabeth aged 7 months, with their Crowfoot grandparents near Worthing and returning to her husband in Egypt. Hodgkin's parents they moved south to Sudan where until 1926 her father was in charge of education and archaeology. Her mother's four brothers were killed in World War I and World War I, and as a result, she became an ardent supporter of the new League of Nations. In 1921, Hodgkin's father entered her in the Sir John's Lemon Grammar School in Beccles, England, where she was one of two girls allowed to study chemistry. Only once, when she was 13, did she make an extended visit to her parents. They living in Khartoum, the, the the capital of Sudan, where her father was principal of Garden College. When she was 14, her parents, her distance cautioned the chemist Charles Harrington, later Sir Charles, recommended D.S. Parsons' fundamental of bi-war pattern. Her parents lived several months every summer. In 1928, Hodgkin joined her parents at the archaeological site of Jerus in present-day Jordan, where she documented the patterns of mosaics from multiple Byzantine era church dated to the 5th to 6th century. She finished the drawing as she started her study in Oxford while also conducting chemical analysis of glass teaser from the same site. Her attention to details through the creation of scale drawing of these mosaic mirrors of subsequent work in recognizing and documenting pattern in chemistry. Hodgkin developed a passion. Hodgkin developed a passion for her interest in the for chemistry from one young age, and her mother, a proficient botanist, fostered her interest in the science. On her 16th birthday, her mother gave her a book of X-ray crystallography, which helped her decide her future. She was further Encouraged by the chemist A.F. Joseph, a family friend who also worked in Sudan. Her state school education did not include Latin. Higher education. In 1928, at age 18, she entered Somerville College, Oxford, where she studied chemistry. She graduated in 1932 with a great first-class honor degree to achieve this distinction. In the autumn of that year, she began studying for a PhD at Newnham College, Cambridge, under the supervision of John Desmond Burnell. It was then that she became aware of the potential of X-ray crystallography to determine the structure of protein. She was working with Burnell on the technique first application to the analysis of a biological substance pepsin. The pepsin experiment is largely credited to Hodgkin. However, she always made it clear that it was Burnell who initially took its photograph and gave her additional key insight. During her first year, she combined archaeology and chemistry, analyzing glass treasure from Jerez with G.C. Hartley. She attended a special course in crystallography. When she returned to Oxford in 1934, she started to collect money for X-ray apparatus with the help of Sir Robert Robinson. Later, she received much research assistance from the Rockefeller. She spent 2 happy years in Cambridge, making many friends and exploring with Burnell a variety of problems. She was financed by her aunt Dorothy Hood, who had paid all her college fees.
I am going to tell you some information about Dorothy Hodgkin's career and discoveries. As you heard from my friend, Dorothy Hodgkin was a Nobel Prize winning British chemist who advanced the technique of X-ray crystallography to determine the structure of biomolecules, which became an essential tool in structural biology. Here are the some structure which was found by Dorothy: model structure of penicillin and molecular model of penicillin by Hodgkin in 1945. Then molecular structure of vitamin B12 as it was established by Hodgkin. And the career started of Hodgkin by in 1933. Hodgkin was awarded a research fellowship by Somerville College, and in 1934 she moved back to Oxford. The college appointed her its first fellow and tutor in chemistry in 1936, a post which she held until 1977. In the 1940s, one of her students was a Margaret Robert, later Margaret Thatcher, who, while Prime Minister, hung a portrait of Hodgkin in her office at Downing Street out of respect for her, and a former teacher. Hodgkin was, however, a lifelong Labour Party supporter. And in April 1953, together with the Sydney Bernard, Jack Brutus, Leslie Organ, a Burley M. Augud, and Hodgkin was one of the first people to travel Oxford to Cambridge to see the model of double helix structure of DNA constructed by Francis Crick and James Watson, which was based on data and technique acquired by Maurice Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. According to the late Dr. Burley Organ, married name River, they drove to the Cambridge in 2 cars after Hodgkin announced that they were off to see the model of structure of. These are the some structure which found by Dorothy. Steroid structure. Hodgkin was particularly noted for discovering 3-dimensional biomolecular structure. In 1945, working with the C.H. Carroll, she published the first such a structure of steroid cholesterol iodide, having the work wide with the cholesterol since the days of her doctoral studies. Then penicillin structure. In 1945, Hodgkin and her colleagues, including biochemist Barbara Lowe, solved the structure of penicillin, demonstrating, contrary to scientific opinion at the time, that it contains beta-lactam ring. The work was not published till 1949. Now, vitamin B12 structure. In 1948, Hodgkin first encountered vitamin B12 and created new crystal. Vitamin B12 had first been discovered at Merck earlier that year. It had a structure at the time was almost completely unknown, and when Hodgkin discovered it contained cobalt, she realized the structure actualization could be determined by X-ray crystallography analysis, and the large size of molecule and the fact that the atoms are very largely unaccounted for aside from cobalt posed a challenge in structural analysis, and they had not been previously explored. From this crystal, she deduced the presence of ring structure because the crystals were pluric, and finding which she later confirmed using X-ray crystallography. Insulin structure. Insulin was a Hodgkin's most extraordinary research project. It began in 1934 when she was offered a small sample of crystalline insulin by Robert Robinson. The hormone captured her imagination because of the intricate and wide-ranging effect it has in the body. However, at this stage, X-ray crystallography had not been developed far enough to cope with the complex symmetry of the insulin molecule. She and others spent many years improving the technique. It took 35 years after taking her first photograph of an insulin crystal for X-ray crystallography and computing techniques to be able to tackle larger and more complex molecules.
Zainab Sheikh. Today I am going to tell you something about Dorothy Hodgkin's personal life. Hodgkin mentor Professor John Desmond Bernal greatly influenced her life scientifically, politically, and personally. Bernal was a key scientific advisor to the UK government during the Second World War. He was also an open and vocal member of the Communist Party and a faithful supporter of the Soviet regime until its invasion of Hungary in 1956. Hodgkin always referred to him as Sage. They were lovers before she met Thomas Hodgkin. The marriages of both Dorothy and Bernal were unconventional by the standard of the present and of those days. Marriage and family. In 1937, Dorothy Crawford married Thomas Lionel Hodgkin. He had not long returned from Palestine, where he had resigned from the colonial office and was working in adult education. He was an intermittent member of the Communist Party and later wrote several major works on African politics and history, becoming a well-known lecturer at Warwick College in Oxford. The couple had 3 children, Luke, Elizabeth, and Toby. Disability and death. Due to distance, Hodgkin decided not to attend the 1987 Congress of the International Union of Crystallography in Australia. However, despite increasing facilities, she astounded close friends and family by going to Beijing for the 1993 Congress, where she was welcomed by all. She died in July 1994 after a stroke at her husband's home in the village of Ilmington near Shipton-on-Store, Warwickshire.
From all this information of Dorothy Hodgkin, you will got to know something about her. If you want to know more about Dorothy Hodgkin and their experiment, so you can refer following links and you will got to know more information about her and her experiment. Thank you.